And after the caves, a blank. 15,000 years go by, and then the story starts again in ancient Egypt. In the world of the pharaohs, the Tutankhamun world, human creation was on an epic scale. But though we know the names of the rulers, we know practically nothing about the architects, sculptors, and painters. They were merely functional, as you can see from the name for both sculptor and painter, he who keeps alive. Essentially, the art of ancient Egypt springs from their intense belief in the afterlife. Originally, all these temples were covered in brightly coloured paint. But the harsh outside world erodes, burns, bleaches out. It's only in the sealed-away places, like the tombs, where paintings have survived. This is a painting we were never supposed to see. It was a purely private matter between Ramoses, the governor of Thebes, and an artist whose name we'll never know, but whose skill would enable Ramoses to do what he couldn't do himself, that is, have a highly successful afterlife. Because the Egyptians believed that what you had in the tomb went with you. It made all the difference between great success in the afterlife and miserable anonymity. Now, Ramoses clearly had a most impressive funeral, but it was no good just having it once. He wanted it always, always there with him to show in the afterlife what a great, important figure he was. This is my favourite bit, the mourning women. And of course, you don't want real grief with you in the afterlife, and that's not what he's getting. He's got highly professional mourners, very expensive. If you look at those faces lifted upwards, they're completely impassive. And they're doing the whole mourning act with enormous grace, their arms like a great sea anemone stretching out with elegance into all directions. And the artist has clearly put in this little naked slave girl to show the difference between her and the real mourners. And there's a beginner mourner too, holding on to the elderly lady to show how these movements of the hands have to be learnt. And you know she's the senior lady because she has this drooping pear of a breast, as opposed to the firm little apples of everybody else. So, there it is. Rich, successful, important governor Ramoses. And what a joy that at long last we're able to share with him his elegant ladies. Whatever the subject, Egyptian tomb painting obeys the same rigid rules. They want the messages to the next world to be totally clear. What one nobleman wanted was an eternity hunting on the Nile. Can you see? Each part of the human body is seen from the most readable angle. A profile is clearer than full face, but the eyes are clearer seen from the front. Full front torso, sideways legs. And it's Nibberman's tomb, so he's enormous, with a small wife and a tiny daughter. Then what energy in the hunting cat and the birds. The Egyptian artist felt free, plainly, to paint birds with enormous vitality. He hadn't got to make it as clear as he had with the human figure. But if we want an art which takes the human body seriously, we have to wait for the rise of a neighboring civilization.